Greetings, Twilight Struggle fans, and welcome back to Game of the Week here on Action Round Zero. I'm Justin Abramson. Peter Frantz is along for the ride, and today we've got some Western U.S. League playoff action between Patrick Gong and Chris Chu. We've got Game 1 of the series today, and I'm told Game 2 was won by the same player. So the winner of this moves on to face Max Goldman in the Western League Finals. It's win or go home Twilight Struggle today, so wherever you are in the world and whatever time it is for you, buckle up as these two elite US-based Chinese players go head-to-head on Action Round Zero, Twilight Struggle's biggest stage. Now let's get to Peter. Peter, thank you for joining me. As always, looking forward to your insight on this one, and let's take a look here at, oh boy, okay, why don't you break down this opening hand for us? We're watching from Patrick's side, he's the US. How would you manage this?
This is not a great hand. This is a problematic hand. However, the silver lining is that he will be able to get Middle East scoring off for 4 points and can probably drop Asia for just -1, holding Vietnam. So, not awesome, but it may not be as bad as it looks.
Yeah, and Patrick going with the traditional Chinese setup of 3-3-2, and it's going to cost him as Chris draws sock govs. So yes, Nasser and Vietnam in hand means he's going to be able to get Middle East off for 4, and it means he is going to almost certainly get Asia off for just -1. But Europe is going to be a problem now. So we'll see how Patrick wants to handle this. So if you're Chris, I assume the play is to remove from Italy, take probably 1 out of France, and then just take Italy, right?
Yeah, that's what I would do in this situation. Just don't worry about that coup. Just take it. But yeah, Europe is looking rough.
Okay, yep. And so I think I'd go 3 Italy and 1 Afghanistan. No, just going to go 4 Italy. Okay, not messing around. So Patrick can do this. Okay, this is understandable. And so now you're probably not going to get dominated in Europe. Oh, you're definitely not getting dominated in Europe. But the problem is, would you coup Iran now if you're Chris?
Yeah, probably. I mean, okay, I'm not the best player out there, but I have cooed Spain, Portugal in this situation before and walked away with the dom. Now that'd be a bit
Oh,
wild, but you know, um,
wow. Okay,
I
that
think
did not
Iraq's
even
probably a
occur to
better
me.
move. I mean, you could consider it, but I think that probably Iran is the better play here.
Okay, yeah. So I think I would just coup Iran because Patrick didn't get out. Okay, gonna take a UN. Okay, another big 4 up. No coup.
Even a coup, just yeah.
Wow. And Patrick can't use, he can't use AI War to stop Dom. Okay, yeah, typical Chinese player move. Loves want to make sure you get to space first. Patrick does, but he misses on the roll. And now you get the Iran coup, and he misses.
Ooh, big whiff.
Patrick
Yeah,
still has not gotten out of Iran.
this is also problematic with taking those other two Mediterranean non-battlegrounds. So
Yeah, so is Patrick going to use Comic-Con to take Canada? Kind of
well, even
counterproductive to
that,
use Comic-Con because then just 2 ops gives
yeah,
Chris Dom back. And you have to find time for a coup?
yeah. This is I think I would. No, I
Yeah.
don't like this.
If you're going to do this, you got to go Lebanon so you can coup with AI War.
But you're still gonna lose out on Dom, I would assume here. 2 ops. Chris has got to be smelling Europe scoring.
Yeah. Okay, and this is... I mean, I'm sure Patrick is happy to see that, even with the board like it is. Just getting Marshall is nice for country count long term, but short term, he's about to be dominated in Europe.
I would have to assume so.
So 3 4 ups in Chris's hand early on.
And 3 scorings in Patrick's.
Yep. Patrick did have NTB, so the only 4-op left out there right now is Purge.
Could be interesting if Chris gets Purge and Blockade then.
Yeah, and now Patrick's just going to give it up. So yeah, I mean a terrible hand for Patrick here, but he gets 4 in the Middle East, only gives up 1 in Asia, does give up the 5 in Europe. I think that's why I would have liked the 4-4-2, but Patrick doesn't do that. Patrick is he likes the 3-3-2 setup and was punished with sock ups.
We'll see if his Arab-Israeli war coup nets one in Israel for Chris as well, because that seems to happen to me a lot these days. So
Yeah. Would you? Yeah, you could Nasser coup here as well, but I think that might be what I do. In fact, give up the 2
Nasser coup.
VPs instead of just 1 and try the Nasser coup.
Yeah, I could see that.
You hold AI war. Give yourself a coup target for next turn because DEF CON's about to go up to 4.
Unless Chris coups again.
I maybe he would. All 3
Iran's
early
still
war
hanging
regions
there.
scored. Yeah. Oh
Oh, no,
boy.
he's not. Interesting.
India, Malaysia, South Africa, Chile. What an interesting D-stall.
Yeah, but he
Okay.
couldn't hold it, so he had to use it or China here.
And sure
And
enough,
of course, Israel flips.
so he gives up the 2 VPs in Israel and also gives up Egypt access. He does hit the Malaysia coup. And now DEF CON back up to 5. Vietnam has gone to space, and obviously D-stall's gone, but we haven't seen D-call, so that'll be Chris's only hope of getting Thailand. Patrick going to go with containment. That looks like CNS, I assume, will still be an event, and it probably wouldn't be a hold. But this looks like a really nice containment. Sure enough, there goes decall.
Yeah, containment also good in case he does get purged and blockaded, and then he can drop Suez.
Yeah. Okay, so where are you going with this decall? I guess it depends on whether he has duck.
Yeah.
So I feel like Angola for sure. Maybe you go Angola, Nigeria, Algeria, Laos, and then AR1, you go Zaire, Thailand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then if Patrick coups Thailand, you can coup it back.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would do.
What a rough turn 1 for Patrick. Gonna go Indonesia and ignore Algeria. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I would have wanted to get in one of those non-battlegrounds there, maybe even Malaysia, so he
Yeah.
wouldn't eliminate our. Okay.
I was going to say that too. I would like to have access back into Thailand if we got wiped out. Okay, well, it doesn't matter because we did get 1 in there. Oh, that's
Oh.
a brutal 1. Oh, that is a brutal 1. Anything but a 1 gets Thailand there.
Yep.
And
And he
now,
loses the China card.
yeah, Chris has to coup again. Yeah, he doesn't want to, but he got to coup again. He misses that one as well. And now you lose Laos, and he can get into Pakistan. Yeah, that's huge for Patrick.
Would love to get this IP war off before he spreads out of India also.
Yep. So Patrick still wants to get to space. Suez is not that big a deal right now. CNS, yeah, once it gets CNS off, Nasser also not that big a deal since we don't have access to Egypt. But DEF CON at 2 now. And Chris looking good in Africa. Chris just needs to make sure he picks up one of these Asian. Does not go into Pakistan.
All right, well, this is our chance right here. Gotta take it. No, I mean, nah, I think I'd rather do IP war first.
Yeah, IP war or just take Pakistan because Burma is unlikely to be taken
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, now IP war is a lot less valuable to me. Okay, all right, that's
Yeah,
fine. All right, we
exactly.
took Pakistan. Now we can flip it. Now we can. Okay.
I forgot about the containment too. There are other ways to. You could even almost flipped India if we had the time and the ops for it, without even IP warring, and now he's not even going to use it.
Very interesting. So
Not
it
going to
could
event
it
it.
could
Yeah.
take a shot at India naked on the IP war. Instead, just jams North Korea, figuring that
He,
hey, I've got China. Let's guarantee myself a country instead of maybe getting it. Okay, and here's a nice hand. And by nice hand, I just mean he got the only remaining four up in purge.
yep. But it's a big one. Um.
I don't
Yeah,
see.
it's the only
Yeah,
headline. I mean, makes sense to me.
yeah, no reason to headline anything other than purge here. And then we're probably using China to flip over North Korea. Interesting. Romanian was used as to take Zaire. Could have been a very good event here with Europe how it is.
It will be back, but yeah. The Europe attack cards. We have Suez here. De Gaulle's still around, I guess, and Sakov's both back in the deck.
Yep. Blockade shuffled back in as well. I don't think there are any known good headlines in Chris's hand. No Europe attack cards, no purge. Obviously, we've seen decall and destall. Okay, that's a good one.
What was the CIA stat? Oh, and there it is.
Uh, Chris has it. Chris has
Yep, and
CIA.
he also has a 5-year plan.
Yeah, so he's got 5-year plan Asia, which is a nice break for Chris, but he's got Duck. So Chris is going to have to space Duck. Oh, a brutal miss there for Patrick. Coup rolls have not been hot so far.
Yeah, goes with the flip. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind that because you're probably not that interested in going after Asia. And you want Chris to have to spend ops protecting Zaire, which is ops not going into South America.
And he's purged,
And
so
he's
it's going to
purged.
be hard to do a lot of things here.
Yep.
Just fortunate that he got, yeah, Asia with 5-year plan.
Yep, that's definitely fortunate, but Chris is now also going to have to give NORAD. And Canada's already full. And this is quite a NORAD friendly board early on.
Yes, yes, that's very true.
Chris
Sure, he'd
deciding
love
to
a
protect Yugoslavia over Zaire.
gives him Dom. He doesn't have Europe scoring, as we know, but he doesn't know about Patrick.
Yep.
Hard to fight, even if Patrick did have it, though, given his situation.
Yeah. And given that two ops in, Benelux is fine.
Right.
Yeah. Duck has to go to space or you just lose the game. Okay, what do we got to do? We got to stop Europe Dom. Okay, Angola. But I want to take Mexico. I want to take Algeria. We're not going to have the ops to do all of that. I guess you could
Yeah.
go special into Algeria, Vietnam into Mexico.
Yep, that's probably what's going to happen. Unless we want to space Suez, but I don't think that's too pressing.
Yeah, Suez is definitely annoying. I think I'd rather miss out on the space shot, and that's not me. That's sorry. Uh, I think this is blasphemous for Chinese players, but I would rather miss out on the space shot and make sure we lock up Mexico and Algeria.
Yeah, yeah, I would do that as well. Now we get a 2-up 5-year plan. See what
Which presumably
Chris
goes
does
into
with it.
Chile, right?
That's what I was thinking. VOA proof, but no.
I don't like that. I would much rather
Yeah,
go
when you're
into
dropping
Chile.
Asia scoring right there, Chile seems better.
Yeah, don't really understand that from Chris. Now VOA wipes you out of South America completely. And yeah, I like the decision to go into Israel as well. You don't want Lebanon getting cooed and then, something happening with Iran and then you're shut out of the Middle East completely. Okay. So VOA turn 4, no VOA turn 4. But Camp David and Sadat is nice in the Middle East.
Other than
Usuri
that,
seems
pretty
like a card that's going to
mediocre.
get played for ops. Sorry, go ahead, Peter.
I was gonna say it's pretty mediocre, other than being able to get Egypt out of this.
Yeah,
Nothing extraordinary.
yeah. How I
Oh,
learned.
interesting.
Okay, how I learned is very nice to deny that gunman coup. So now that gunman coup probably goes in Cameroon. We'll see if we get a Zaire flip.
You could overprotect with it now if you wanted to.
Yep. Yeah, you could overprotect Nigeria and not risk the one in Cameroon. So how are you handling this? How are you handling this hand, Peter? You've got OPEC, which is 3. I guess it becomes 2, and you could poke with it if you wanted. So OPEC's really just 1 here. You probably give OPEC libs. You probably space, and then are you giving Suez and De Gaulle, or UN one give the other? What do you like here, Peter? You also got double space if you hit the first one.
Yeah, yeah. Would love to get double space here. None of these cards are like terrible, especially once you take Egypt. OPEC, like you said, just 1 point if you poke Libya. I think I would probably space Lib Theo and then
Oh, of course,
Suez.
this is much better than the play I suggested. This
Yeah,
is why, so we sit behind the desk doing commentary.
that's
Um,
right.
I would, boy, I don't love you.
I
Okay.
like flipping, but I don't know if using UN and OPEC there makes a lot of sense.
I don't want to. We're definitely not eventing Usuri here. I would rather use Usuri for that. The other thing to remember is blockade is around.
Yeah,
So blockade, not really that big a deal with this hand. Even with the missed AR, we could play China if we need to, but I wouldn't want to encourage it.
okay, give us the tempo to get into Egypt.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, De Gaulle we can fix, but we need to take Algeria before we do, is the issue.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do with Usuri, I think.
Yep. Okay, another coup in
Yeah.
Cameroon.
Oh, goes straight for China card.
Yeah, I don't mind this Colombia play. Yeah, you want to take Africa Dom because Chris is playing like someone who might have the scoring. Although I guess someone who had the scoring would have probably done something different with Gunman.
Probably. I don't think we need to overprotect Zaire if we're not also overprotecting Nigeria here, so I think
Yeah,
Colombia's better.
yeah, I agree.
Oh,
Okay, this is fine. It makes De Gaulle less of a problem, but if you're no, yeah, I have no problem with the Colombia play. Yeah, and I think this is the classic thing of if you're going to overprotect one, there's no reason to overprotect one unless you can overprotect them all.
yeah.
going into Colombia is better than overprotecting because it forces Chris to immediately take Venezuela or coup Colombia if he wanted to, and then we can
Yeah,
overprotect next AR rather.
I liked the Colombia move. Don't worry about Zaire.
Okay, so now De Gaulle is very givable. Suez is mildly annoying, but still quite givable. Although now I think we want to hold it for blockade. Libs, I would absolutely not give here.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give libs. Yeah, I think we space. See if we can get a double space off. Event that Sadat. Let's see where we're at. Okay.
Yeah. So are you going to put the 2 in Denmark? Yeah, that's what we're doing.
We're gonna be hard pressed to keep fighting this if Chris is keeps poking or filling non-battlegrounds.
Yeah,
But
if Chris wants to spend 3 more ops filling Hungary or Bulgaria, I think we have to give up. But that's also 3 ops that aren't going into South America if we do.
yeah,
That's 3 ops that aren't cooing Saharan states and setting up realigns, taking away Dom. It's 3 ops that aren't filling Saudi. Lots of battlegrounds to be filled, and if Chris wants to spend ops in non-battlegrounds, I think we're okay with that. Because Chris has
it
a
would
lot to
strongly
do with his
imply he has
ops.
Europe
Yeah.
over there though.
Yeah.
Um, given that South America is still pretty fragile.
Yeah, Chris has a lot to do with his ops right now, and Patrick doesn't really. I mean, Patrick wants to take what? Botswana? Wants to take Israel. He needs to get Sadat off, but that's an event. Meantime, Chris wants to take Chile, Brazil, Venezuela, Saudi. In addition to protecting Cuba with Nicaragua, Haiti wants to take Botswana. The other problem that for Patrick is, oh boy, big old 4 up.
Wow. Really wants this Europe.
And he's going to jam. I decides to jam Portugal rather than fill up Bulgaria or Hungary. Okay, well, he gets the Dom off.
All right.
Okay, he fought really hard.
Looks like he's going to get his ops in South America anyway, so
Yeah.
that's good for him.
Yeah, I mean, he had a big old 4 up, which I wasn't counting on. And yeah, what I was about to say is the other problem is you got to make sure you overprotect Thailand. Probably want to overprotect Pakistan as well. And there's South America, which is not what we want to see. ABM is good to have. Ew, what do you do here? Is this a bear trap headline? Is it a puppets headline to get close to Chile, but you don't have a 4 op to take it? What? I don't know. Break it down for me, Peter.
I think I like the bear trap. We could get 2 coups in South America and maybe get off for even, depending on how well we roll. Cultural's obviously going to be our first coup card here, then ABM to go with that. So I think this will end up being less bad than it looks right now. Hoping for Patrick anyway.
Yeah. Also prevents a China card play AR1, so we know we can get cultural off.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
still have Quag, which is unplayable, Decall, which is quite annoying, and Suez, which is annoying. Okay, that's not great.
That's annoying too, and he doesn't miss.
So
take that coup.
yeah, I was gonna say Argentina, but it's obviously Venezuela now. We get enough out of it. And what? Okay, first NORAD trigger of the game. Then where's it going? Pakistan? Israel?
Poking. He looks like he wants to poke South Africa.
Yeah, I guess that's annoying, but not really much of a threat.
I just like the efficiency of making it a 2-op NORAD rather than just a 1.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Yeah, if he gets this ABM to hit in Brazil, then go from being about a 10-point loss in South America to even is huge for Patrick.
Yeah, I wonder if Chris will try even realigns.
Maybe.
He'll be sad if he does that, though. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna try brush war instead. Oh, and he goes for interesting.
Goes Panama instead, hits the roll, and just enough for Patrick with NORAD. Huge.
Yeah. Norad coming in clutch.
Okay, so looks like we're Patrick going to be able to even out South America here and get it off for nothing when it looked like 10 about 1 minute ago.
Yeah, I wonder what Chris's thinking was going with Panama there. I wonder if he has Central America scoring in hand or.
Yeah, maybe figured that just Dom. Yeah, probably figured just Dom in South America is good. It's a bigger swing. In Panama's a bigger swing, but not anymore because we had ABM and got Brazil. So yeah, this is just I think you dump the scoring and then figure out what you want to do with the rest of this hand. We're dominated in the Middle East now.
Yeah.
Patrick definitely wants to fill up Israel. Oh, and annoying because Patrick's going to now have to deal with that in the late war. No.
I knew you were going to react that way.
To be fair,
we cannot.
Poland is at 7, so
Yeah.
You really it makes EEU better, it makes solidarity better, blah blah blah. But it does really 0 right now, even with NORAD.
And we don't really have any more ops the rest of this turn unless we want to use puppets for ops, but yeah. And we might now. So I guess we're holding Quagmire.
I'd space it.
Oh, we did get double space. Yeah, that's true.
I think I'd space it, and I would trigger puppets. I think I like the event, even though Nicaragua, Haiti were prime puppets targets. I think puppets can still go to Guatemala. I think that's fine, because we might eat a junta coup in Mexico next turn. So I'd really like to get into Guatemala. Salt for ops.
Definitely space Quagmire. Sometimes you do that and your opponent just goes and gets it. So, but this makes a lot of sense. Misses, but that's okay. Yeah, I like Guatemala for sure.
Sadat and Nasser both gone, so the Egypt jam is effective here. And even if the threat of Muslims wasn't there, Patrick, would have had to use puppets to take Egypt back. And he'd still be dominated. So I know this is the groundbreaking analysis viewers are always very interested in, but Junta is going to be an important card.
It is, and I was going to say, if we go to Guatemala, Che could be also. I don't know, with Brush War and ABM out, would you consider putting one or both ops of puppets into Mexico?
Oh, you're just straight up beefing it up to 4.
Instead of doing Guatemala, I mean, giving your opponent access with a Che coup, and we get Junta, so less concern there now.
Yeah, I get that. I don't. So he put one in Guatemala and then one into Israel. I would have rather seen the puppet event. One Guatemala I like, but then 2 in Africa. We right now only have 1 non-battleground in Africa. So Che stops. Che's a problem. I mean, Che's going to be a problem regardless, but I would like to see that. Maybe you could even just go 1 into Afghanistan or Burma with Southeast Asia unscored. But yeah, this is a clear junta, right?
I mean, possibly. I was also thinking with Che, Cuban Missile Crisis, force him to take out of Cuba and perhaps lose, and there's Che right there, to make sure that you keep your Africa dom and or make Cuba vulnerable in case he doesn't know where Central America scoring is.
Yeah.
But this also, okay.
Yeah. See, if we'd gone puppets, we would still have dom in Africa. Now so Chris obviously can't realign now unless he wants to really go nuts and try realigning Nigeria and then Panama. That would be crazy to me. I think you just take Panama, you take Ivory Coast.
Yeah. Looks like that's what he's going to do here. Nope, just overprotect.
Okay, and Patrick is hunting here for Muslims or flower power. I believe we've seen We Will Bury You, but Muslims and flower power are out. Meantime, Marshall, NATO, US, Japan all gone.
Do we know where NTB is?
I don't. Such a forgettable card. Okay, Alliance is
Oh,
fine.
okay.
That also tells us that Chris does not have a 4. Okay, big miss on the realigns. One in Ivory Coast doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I would do like Sudan and
We also need our mill ops. Can we just coup? Can we just coup Saharan states? No, because then a Nigeria flip loses us Dom. I don't like this either. Because now a Nigeria
yeah,
flip loses us Dom. Okay. All right. Well, Chris had his own scoring to deal with, so he'll get his 4. We'll get our 6.
excellent.
Green to space. One small step. Well, it doesn't really matter now. Yeah, we know Muslims is in the deck, but we know Chris doesn't have it. So I definitely don't
Yes.
mind this.
I like the double space shot. Try to hold ask not till turn 7.
Yep. You could give Korean War here, but if it hits, that's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
That's 2
Rather
VPs
not
and
if we
2
can help it.
ops. I really wouldn't want to give it. Okay, one small
Well,
step.
now it's only 1. Okay, that hits. So we're back to even, and we still need to coup, so I guess that's what we're going to do with Panama. Unless Patrick's not too worried about ask not, but there are some problems out there. And we
Yep.
haven't seen gunmen, have we?
Don't believe. No, I didn't we? Did we see it? No, we did see a gunman. We saw a gunman turn 4. It was used to go to
Oh,
Uruguay, right?
yes. You're right. And it was evented, so it is not coming
Yeah,
back.
gunman is gone. Patrick needs his mill ops here. Suez cannot be used for a coup.
He's going to do it on the last AR, it looks like. Oh, no. I thought he was spacing that. He can't space
Yes,
anymore.
I don't. Blockade is around. With the state of Europe, I don't think we can afford to not take France back.
I think blockade was discarded, though. Pretty sure it
It is
got...
in the discard. Yes, blockade. Sorry, blockade is in the discard, but it's coming. It could come around for the late war in conjunction with Aldrich or other bad things. Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
have to do this, and then we have to take a one-op coup.
Maybe in Central America?
Yep. Now, in terms of China card events, Nixon, I believe, is unseen. Usuri's in the discard. Cultural gone.
So we'll probably be getting it back at some point, but no guarantees, of course.
Ooh,
Ooh,
okay, CRGs is
that...
fantastic. I won Philippines here for sure with Southeast Asia coming, right?
Yep. And probably Burma as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine shoring up
Okay.
Africa because we have no intention of taking Burma at this exact moment. And then yeah, I think
Yeah.
this will be Indonesia and Chile. No, Indonesia, South Africa, and then yeah, we take a one-op coup anywhere. This is fine.
Okay.
Okay, we don't get
And
Middle
there's...
East.
We do have China. We do have Nixon, though, so we'll be able to take the China card back at our leisure.
Yeah, nuke subs doesn't really do anything for us. Southeast Asia is going to be, looks like 3. This doesn't look like a Kennedy hand to me. This looks like a hold
No.
Kennedy to turn 8 type of hand.
Yep, because we can space Sokovs. Brezhnev play the last AR, and
Oh,
U2 is on
sorry.
point.
Chris got Muslims, right? And
Oh,
that's
he
going to be
has.
his
That's
headline for
true.
sure. Yeah,
Yep,
that's big problem for Patrick.
that is pretty massive.
Patrick's ops pretty limited here. He wants to hold Kennedy. Sock Govs is a problem. That's an in fact. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you get China back.
And we're gonna get Iran back too.
Okay, so we get Iran back. We're not going to get controlled. Um, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Boy, now we're giving up realigns in Angola, which is an issue. But there's probably really nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, and there's always a chance he could knock himself out. We get back in from South Africa also.
Yep.
The chances will also take Botswana before all this, but we'll see.
Yep. And taking Indonesia is the right answer there. That's an immediate 2VP swing
Sure. Yep.
um, with the scoring in your hand. Okay, arms raised for 2. Do you take Botswana here, or do you just dump the scoring? You're gonna dump the
Yeah,
scoring.
he's going with the scoring.
So Chris
I was
has
gonna
Middle
say,
East, right? Didn't
is
Chris
that
have
is
didn't
that
Chris have
no?
Middle East?
He might have it. I don't remember.
All right. So Chris wants to he wants to take Chile back. Probably wants to take South Korea back because that stops Dom in Asia.
Yep, it
Portugal's
does.
hanging out
Although,
there. Oh, he's going to realign. Yeah, so he is going to take his realigns. And it's
yeah.
exactly as you
Oh,
said. Exactly as you
wait,
said.
is he eventing? Yeah. Okay, good. He
Yeah, you
evented it.
definitely event this, I think. Like one in Botswana. And then one Nicaragua was interesting. Um, one Taiwan is also interesting here. Um,
Yeah,
I kind of like Taiwan.
I don't know that I love the using the event to go there because he could just flip it, but he didn't, so he doesn't have the ops clearly. But yeah, I definitely would have put one of those in Taiwan. Give
Yep.
us Dom. We have Dom anyways, but just in case he takes South Korea.
Yep. Got it. I want to take Portugal back. And you can't, if you had given Govs there, he would have taken you out of Portugal. Um, oh, big card here. Oh, big miss. There goes
Yep.
Gov. So Patrick will get headline peak. Now, Patrick, again, it's AR6, and he needs his mill ops. This time, though,
Got a
he has
couple.
5 guilt-free ops to spend.
Yes, yeah, not much of an issue here. And there's Asia, so
What?
we're back to even.
He didn't have the 2 ops to take South Korea?
Right? I don't understand that.
Why realign Angola? Why did you not take South Korea? Yeah, you're probably getting dominated anyway, but you got to make Patrick take Taiwan. Right?
Shuttle wasn't active, right? We didn't miss that?
No, yeah, Shuttle wasn't active, and Middle East just scored.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand that.
That's
You take
I
South
don't either.
Korea, and yeah, you're probably dominated, but you might not be.
Definitely confusing.
Also, he had China. Couldn't he have used China? Oh, no. Never. Sorry. Patrick took China. Patrick took China with Nixon. I was thinking he could use China to flip Pakistan, but obviously not. Okay, I would like to get a second in Angola.
For sure.
I like the Botswana play, and yeah, I'm fine with that. But I also would have been fine with one Colombia to take a
Yep.
extremely temporary South America dom.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that as well. Get that Dom out there, and even being in Chile and Argentina, if he takes it, we can poke.
Yeah.
But giving it Dom is great here.
Okay, so turn 8, we get some good stuff, but we also get some bad stuff. Reformer is obviously going to have to go to space. Marine Barracks is annoying, but not the end of the world. And Solidarity is inactive. Ooh.
And there goes NORAD.
All right, well, Bert the
Pretty much
Turtle is
stuck here.
fine here.
Yep.
Pick up 3 VPs. So losing NORAD is annoying, but we got some good use out of it. Particularly in that one in
For sure.
Brazil was a big swing. Yeah, I was worried
Oh,
about that as
okay.
well. Yeah, Reformer.
Well, we have some cards to give to it.
Sigh of relief there. This purge is still going to be annoying, but not that bad. Marine Barracks no longer fixes itself as the main issue.
Yeah, but we can prepare for it a little bit, putting it up if we want to. There, Iranian hostage crisis is still out there, so it might not even be worth it. But
Yeah. I think we're holding Kennedy again, though.
yeah, unless we really don't want to give Marine Barracks or something, but I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. Asia scored, so Yusuri is not that great, but I'd still trigger it. UN of North Sea. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, that seemed to be worth it.
Yeah, those are some nice pickups. Okay, Yuri Samantha doesn't really bother us because we can trigger the war to get our mill-ops.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that really doesn't bother me. The only problem with it is we now can't coup with ABM, but I would have no problem holding ABM until we're not purged. Right? CRGs is an event. Usuri is an event. Teardown and Solidarity, if the Pope had been invented.
Right.
But Teardown doesn't do much for us. I guess we might coup Greece.
Yeah. Not really any good real-line targets either. Although now he has domination. Teardown doesn't even break it. So
Purged 3 ops into Finland. That's the world we live in now.
yeah, well, it does go from 5 points to Chris to now being even. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not criticizing it. I think it was probably the right move.
yeah, yeah.
Salt.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
that makes All right, that makes Yuri a little more painful.
Yeah, but we can still get mill-ops from Iran-Iraq war, which I think is let him coup first,
I
maybe.
think you probably let him coup first in Africa, right? And then you coup it back.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't like this.
Giving up China here? I
Don't
kind of
like
don't
that at
like
all.
giving up Formosan. Why do we need to coup? Why do we need to coup first? Chris doesn't have mill-ops either.
With a Zaire with a 4-op, I mean,
No,
just
I
coup
don't.
back. Just coup back.
Yeah, we already have Africa Dom. We already have China. I'm fine. I'm honestly fine triggering Iran-Iraq war here for 2 mill-ops.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am too.
I like this. Do this. Okay, well, he missed, but that's fine. That's still 2 mill-ops for us.
With Purge and Salt cooing here just does not seem great. I mean, just do it out of obligation.
Okay, 2
Okay,
op
this is a
coup,
1-op
presumably
coup.
Angola. Yeah, and then
Okay,
we
now
coup
we
that
can coup
back.
back.
I'd coup back with teardown. It's not going to do anything for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Exactly.
Well, boy, it really didn't do anything
Oh,
for us.
that's pretty worthless. So who do you like on this board right now?
So Patrick by 3. I think. Ugh. I guess I like Patrick a little bit, mostly because he's got ABM in his hand. Although, you know what? Chris has Purge in his hand. Yeah, that's.
Patrick only has Asia's his only like really good looking spot as well, and it's been
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah, and I guess he's lost Angola here, so I guess I guess I like Chris a little better. Patrick has a war games threat. Patrick's also ahead on space, so Patrick can potentially space here um, next turn. Although
It's
Purge
going to
is
be
going to make
hard
that
if he's
difficult.
purged.
Yeah,
Yeah. Have you seen Defectors in the late war
I
yet?
think we did see. We literally just saw it. Yeah. Okay, there's Aldrich in Europe, but Libs, and he's gonna have to give up Libs and Che, both of which are extremely annoying while purged. If he wants to Aldrich away Europe,
Europe isn't even it's zero
oh, that's
right
right.
now. I think I
Yeah,
would
yeah. Europe is
get rid
even.
of something else.
So unless we see Reformer,
That's the discard.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He dumped it. He dumped it
Then we
last
just
turn.
drop Europe. Yeah.
I think you. Yeah, I think you dump Europe in the headline, right? And then you wait to use ABM.
Yeah, I don't know. This was pressing with Marine Barracks gone. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that could have been useful for us.
Gonna get rid of Brush.
Yeah, I don't like that.
All right. Well, let's do a little math on the board. Europe's even. Patrick's up 4. Call it 5 on the scoreboard. Central though is 4 for Central's 4 and Africa's 1. South America's even. So let's call that even. Even in total. Asia is a dom for Patrick, and then Middle East is a dom for Chris. So this is remarkably even right now. This game extremely close. Asia is, I mean, hard to know where it's going to wind up. But even if Chris takes back all these countries, Patrick could still take Taiwan to get Dom, but not with these ops, not while purged.
Wonder if Chris goes for the Americas here with his coup. 2 unscored regions. One gives him control, the other would give him domination if it hits.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense if he's got a big card. Okay, now he's got a little card.
This might go to Africa. Yeah.
Oh, big miss.
Even that misses.
Big miss. Yeah. So, yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, you're right. It's out going for either America would have made sense. Instead, goes for Africa, which also makes sense because because Patrick has ABM, so he's now going to be able to flip over Angola, presumably, unless he rolls a 1.
Yep, which could happen. But yeah, also if Chris decides to poke and prod in Europe right now, that's gonna change things for us.
I would have dumped Europe in the headline.
Definitely better than our man at that time. And there it is. Okay, what do we say?
That's a big problem. How are we going to respond to that? Yeah, now I think you have to. You can't give those VPs, right?
No.
You cannot give those VPs. So now Aldrich has to dump Europe, and which means you have to give Libs and Che, which are both quite painful.
And very nice just to not have to worry about that, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Patrick felt the need to headline Omit. Omit's a fine event, but I don't know why it had to be the headline.
Yeah. That's the benefit of peaking too. You knew you could affect it. And here comes Libs.
Okay, so this will go to Mexico, 1 probably, Cuba, and now we'll just fix Mexico.
Interestingly, Chris did use Korean War to coup there, so now we can take Korea if we ever get a chance.
If we ever get some ops. Yeah, I assume we'd
Right,
rather take North Korea. Yeah, okay, AWACS. Muslims is gone. I guess
yeah,
AWACS
it's just a little better while you're purged, I guess.
Yeah. Oh. Missile envy would have been huge.
Yep.
This is an anything but a. And he hits the big
And he gets
roll.
a 6. Yeah, there you go.
Still 3 Doms on the board for Chris, though. Question is he going to be able to score that Central America Dom? Now Che's going to stop the Africa Dom.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, there's your
way
Pope.
too late and several dollars short.
We haven't seen EEU that yet, though. Something could happen up there.
Yep. Okay, going to try realigns. Okay. That's not nothing. This will coup Southeast African and you go Botswana or you go Ivory Coast here?
I think I go Ivory Coast. Or you go Haiti.
Oh, and OPEC is another 4. Okay, yeah, I think I'd much rather be. I think I'd rather be Chris here, right? 3 Doms on the
I
board to 1.
but Patrick's Africa looks good, and his Asia is right now a very strong dom, especially with us having China card.
Yeah, that's true too.
So those are big. If we can get
Star Wars is out there. Oh yeah,
South Africa
at Star
and
Wars.
Brush War,
Okay.
get that.
Chernobyl is that going to do anything? Not really. And we also get hostage crisis, which is important.
Yep.
Terrorism is around. We do not. I mean, with space, do we? Is there a path to 7 here?
I mean, if we can get Central Dom or even Control, possibly,
Yeah.
like maybe use Chernobyl over there, depending on how things start this turn.
Okay, I was gonna suggest maybe Star Wars
This,
for Duck for 3 VPs, and then you could space for 3 more, but that obviously is not going to be a thing now.
but I mean, even so, you could Chernobyl, Central America, Brush War, Panama, try to realign Cuba. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you're gonna eat coups, and you're gonna eat a coup in Haiti. I think right away on AR1. No matter what you do, you're gonna
Oh,
get coup
so
in Haiti AR1.
it's you could also hold off on the Chernobyl and try to again see how things. If your Brush War works, then maybe consider it.
Yeah,
But yeah, Star Wars could access some other point opportunities that I'm not seeing or thinking of. But
yeah. I think
if
I
this game
yeah.
looks lost, oh, he's gonna go with Chernobyl and Europe. Okay, that also, obviously decent play to
Okay.
flip a dom to your favor.
Chernobyl Europe is interesting because Chernobyl, you I guess you're gonna pull Solidarity, right?
Yeah,
With your Star Wars is what you're gonna do, and then flip Poland, right? That would be the plan if you're gonna go with Chernobyl.
he's just gonna straight Star Wars something. Okay, still thinking about it.
Patrick, yeah, a question: are you thinking about war games here?
Yeah, if I mean, again, if I was thinking war games, I would make Central America my priority.
Okay, yeah, Europe says that's not the priority. Okay, and that's what Patrick's going to lock in. He Chernobyl's Europe. Okay, now Chris is going to coup Haiti.
Yep,
That's that.
get
Okay,
three
that
points,
yeah. And
or we will
now,
bury you.
okay, yeah, and also what we will bury you is 3. Oh, huge
Oh, and then
miss.
we missed anyway. Yeah, it's rough. I don't think Patrick's gonna be able to. I mean,
So
Star Wars could do a lot though. Could Star Wars for VOA now too?
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, is there a DEF CON path out there? But that's it, right? We've seen all the bad stuff. Hostage crisis obviously is a must space. You could discard it with the debt crisis, but you don't want you need a space here for 3 VPs.
Yep.
Taking South Africa is good, but it doesn't get us Dom.
Yeah, well, yes, if we think he has Africa, but VOA is in the discard, right?
Yeah.
That will make a difference. That must be what Patrick is considering.
Okay. That's big. Boy, we're gonna get dominated in Central.
We're gonna get dominated in Central. We'll be able to stop Europe if we
Oh boy,
work on. Oh
big card
no!
here.
Oh no! Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Now, if we give China, we can still hold decall.
Yeah,
I would like to take one of these Asian countries, I think. Also, we Chernobyl Europe. So we need to do
yeah,
something about Europe. So what is it?
right.
Is it a four-op just breaking Poland?
We could break a non-battleground too, right? Is that would
Yeah, yeah, I think
no?
we could. We could just, yeah, you could just break Greece. So it's just two
Are you sure?
ops.
He has like 9 countries over there.
Yeah, but we
I
have
think. Do we?
Denmark and Finland too.
Oh, we have Denmark also. Okay. Yeah, just poking something would be fine then.
Yeah, so okay, you poke Greece, and that's good enough.
And then we Star Wars for VOA, which is right there. Okay. And we probably gonna be able to pull
What does
this off
what
then.
does VOA do? So much is overprotected. We need to get Colombia so VOA can get us dom in South America.
Yeah.
One out of Syria is two VP.
If we're not gonna do anything in Central, then okay.
This is a two op for one VP trade. So you could poke Greece instead and put the two somewhere else, which
Right.
I would have
Yep.
no problem putting them in North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Unless, yeah, that's better. Unless you want to try and flip it, but that seems too costly,
Yep.
given the fact you also have to play Central and you want to Star Wars for something.
Yeah, what's the Africa country count situation right now? We have one, two, three, four, five to six, but
And all
nothing.
of his nothing that would VOA, it would take 2 ops to get that Dom
Yeah.
in Africa.
Boy, this is tough. Yeah, even if it's still 6-6 in Africa. Even if we get South Africa, so we have to take looks like Tunisia as well.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick gonna lock that in. I like the poke and two into South Africa. I would have been fine to North Korea. I'd have been fine to any battleground, any contested
Is
battleground rather.
is Pershing still around too? Because that could also cause problems with our Europe plans.
Oh, I had not thought about that. Pershing is definitely a problem. That would be an AR. That would be Chris's AR-7 play if he's got it.
Yeah.
So Africa right now, assuming we get South Africa, is 3 for us. Europe is even. Central is -4. Okay, there's a VP. South America is even. Yeah, you got to start taking some of these Asian countries, and then
Yep. We lost. Op- Now we're close to losing Dom if we don't go for South Korea.
yeah, if
Uh,
yeah, now we're not now. Well, VOA one
VOA
VOA
is going to
op.
solve that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that'll be. I would like to see us get Colombia as well.
Yep. Yep.
That I think is important. So Patrick with Africa Dom. He's going to use China here because he definitely is not giving decall. Um, so Middle East is right now 3, 4, 5. Okay, another VP.
Mm-hmm.
Stop Africa Dom. You got to score Central. Okay, -2 for Patrick. Europe even. Central is 4, but Africa is 3. China's 1, so that's all about even. Asia is even, and then Middle East is -5. So you're down about a half a dozen. But VOA, 1 in Asia. You got to get Colombia. And where, yeah, and so yeah.
Take out of Syria, perhaps,
Yep.
and
Yeah. If you can get into Colombia, then 1 South America, 1 Syria, 1 in Asia, and then 1 in a random battleground um, should be enough.
yep,
The question is Pershing.
yeah, Pershing would make a difference here.
Yeah, if Chris has Pershing on AR7, that's a big problem because that's a 6 VP play. This is extremely close.
Might even be 7 if he takes out of Finland, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
I mean, every point counts in this situation.
Certainly does. So Chris gets 5. 5 in Middle East, 4 in Central is 9, plus 2 on the board. He has 11. Okay, yeah. You have to protect that. You got to take Colombia.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Would cost Chris something, so we might be able to pull this off.
Yeah,
It's
boy. What does Chris
Cuba
have left?
evens that up as well.
Yeah, is the big question. So yeah, you're going to give China here. Obviously, you have to take Brazil. You want to take a non-battleground, and then yeah, I think poking Chile.
I liked the poke.
Yeah, that's also fine. That's also fine.
Yeah, poking. Yeah, that works.
Poking North Korea is probably better because you can't realign it.
Right.
So Chris with 2 on the board, 5 in the Middle East, another 4 in Central America is 11. China's 12. Patrick now has 3 in Africa and 5 in Asia, so that's 8. So Patrick's down 4 right now. Patrick can easily find 4 VPs with VOA. So what can Chris do? Is the question. Pershing event would be it would be his best play, but Chris is not playing like somebody who has that.
I have also in this spot, I think it's in the discard, but I have, as the USSR, evented Missile Envy,
Yeah.
AR7.
Oh yeah, love an
But
AR7 missile.
yeah, there it's gone. So, especially when you think your opponent has VOA or Star Wars. The discarders are gone. Quagmire's gone. I think he's gonna suffer this Star Wars.
Yep.
So what can he do to cause a problem in the meantime?
So presumably, so Patrick's down 4 now, but presumably Chris will take back North Korea. So that'll mean Patrick needs to find 9. Assuming he does that and nothing else, Patrick can go 1 in North Korea, 1 Chile, and that by itself is 9. Just with those 2, and then just take out of 2 random battlegrounds and you win. Right? So he's got to solve the North Korea problem and do something else.
I think if he had such a great play, he would have done it already.
Yep. I mean, what? Yeah, and there's not much to do here with a 4-op, even with a 4-op, like, because if you could take North Korea back and like jam Pakistan or something, but then Chris, right, can still just go 1 North Korea, 1 South Korea. Excuse me, Patrick can just go 1 North Korea, 1 South Korea, and you're up 2 battlegrounds to 1.
Yeah.
That those 2 plus Chile plus a random battleground is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris probably coming to the conclusion that miracle realigns are required, which is why Patrick's switch from Chile to North Korea was so important. Because you
Yeah,
can't fix that
yeah,
with
that
a
makes sense.
realign.
Not much you can fix here with a realign. Maybe Mexico, maybe Nigeria, but you don't have a lot of good
Yep.
options.
Flipping Nigeria is also only 2 VPs.
Yeah,
Flipping Mexico would be 5, but you're rolling at -1.
yeah,
And you're ignoring North Korea, which is a guaranteed save of 5. Okay, so this will be North Korea and what else? Yeah, that's not good enough.
yep. Okay,
So Star Wars is North Korea, Brazil, Chile, and a random battleground, and that I think should be enough. Maybe just one. I think that's enough to win by 1 or 2. One, two. Oh, okay, and one out of Africa. Yep,
yeah,
that's yes. We were talking about Africa, and yeah, he was because he took Ethiopia with 1. That's good enough. So yeah, we're flipping
mhm,
Dom in South America, giving ourselves Dom in Asia, and giving ourselves Dom in Africa. This is
that's
good
enough.
enough. So wow, what a game! This was a really interesting one. Started out really well for Chris, but Patrick clawed back in, fought till the end, and yeah, this was a barn burner. So congratulations to Patrick for advancing to play Max. Looking forward to seeing that series. But wow, yeah, Peter, any final thoughts on this one?
No, it was pretty tense. I was thinking Patrick was out of it, but that Star Wars VOA, man, that it's a big play.
Yeah,
Well done on his part, getting back into the game and pulling it off.
3 VPs. Wow, pulls off a 3 VP win. Anyway, okay, well that's gonna do it for our coverage of Game of the Week. Thank you to Patrick and Chris for providing the video. Thanks to Peter for joining me on commentary. Thanks to our executive producer Anton Scott for keeping us online and on the air, and thanks most of all to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed this game as much as we enjoyed bringing it home to you. But until next time, for Peter Frantz and Anton Scott, this is Justin Abramson signing off for now. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.